So I'm excited about this recipe. So this is a Nashville Hot Chicken. I'm a Nashville kid. Nashville Hot Chicken is what we grew up on. It's what everybody knows Nashville from a food standpoint. So, and that's a lot of times that's fried chicken. So we're gonna change this up a little bit. So we got a chicken breast, and we're gonna do a Nashville Hot Chicken Breast stuffed. So we're gonna stuff that chicken breast with some pretty cool ingredients, some Tennessee stuff. So we're gonna not only be Nashville, we're gonna have some Tennessee piece to it, and a little bit of a Southwest. So here we go. You gotta cut, to stuff a chicken breast, you've gotta cut it in the middle. So this is a little bit of a tricky process. People kind of get scared by this process, but it's not really that complicated. So if you can see, I'm just gonna take and start my knife into the chicken breast, leave a little space at the end, and I'm gonna slowly go down that chicken breast with a real light line. So I'm not deep here. I got a nice, good straight line. And then I'm just gonna come back. I'm gonna cut a little bit more. So I'm gonna continually open that up, right? That way, it doesn't go all the way through. You don't get it cut all the way through, and you get a good opening. So we'll make a couple more cuts. A little deeper, a little longer. And now I've got a great opening for this chicken breast. So we're gonna stuff this. So I always start with my cheese. This is a Gouda with Hatch chilies in it. This is gonna be a fantastic flavor. So we're gonna layer that in there. All right, I'm gonna pick a little bit over here. Then, this is Southern. We got bologna. All right, so we're gonna put some bologna in this, and that's a Nashville smoked bologna, fried bologna. I mean, that's as Southern as it gets. Now with this bologna, I'm gonna add a little flavor to it. I'm gonna use our red dust, Charcoal Cowboys red dust. We're gonna add a little flavor to this. Flip it over. You know, Italians use pepperonis. I mean, when you're in the South, we're gonna use bologna. All right. So we get that in there. Now I'm gonna come back. Now we're gonna use a sun-dried tomato pesto here. Now what you don't wanna do with a sun-dried tomato pesto is you don't wanna reach your spoon in here, pull it out, touch the chicken, and then go back into the pesto. You wanna make sure you get that pesto out. So we got it out in a little plate here. So we're gonna spoon into that, because once we touch this chicken, that pesto is gonna have to be thrown out before we can, you cannot use that again. So we're gonna put our pesto down, go to the other side, get our pesto in here. All right. So now we got our cheese, we got our bologna, we got a sun-dried pesto in there. Gonna come back in here. We're gonna get some toothpicks. Ooh, there they go. All right. So the other thing about this, you touch that chicken, you can't reach into your toothpicks. You'll ruin those toothpicks. So you gotta get your toothpicks out, so you're not touching that, not touching them after you, my side, here we go. After you touch that chicken. Again, that chicken's a little dangerous, touching it and then going back in, so you wanna keep things clean from that chicken. All right. Get the chicken in here. Let's get one more. Looks like we got a lot of bologna. So, all right. All right, we got that chicken sealed up. So I'm just gonna turn it over. And now I've got my Nashville Hot Chicken. Got that in the shaker. So I'm just gonna come back in here, shake that over top of the chicken. And then what I like to do, anytime I've got a rub on stuff, I like to take and put a little oil over the top of it. I want that rub to have a pasty look to it. So we're just gonna spray that. Flip it over. Let's get that other side. You can tell that's going to kind of be the bottom. That's not the best looking side to it. So we'll season that up. Spray that. All right. Now we're going to put these in a smoker. So we'll get this over here. We'll do 2 of these. And then we'll hit them just lightly. Slight rub. All right, so we got this chicken ready. This chicken is about to go into the smoker. So we're gonna take that to the smoker, and while we wait, you know what they say, we meditate. All right, so we're gonna make some mashed potatoes. Still part of that stuffed hot chicken that we're working on. So we'll turn this off. The diced potatoes are ready. So I'm gonna drain those off real quick. All right. Set that right here. We'll do 2 tablespoons of butter. Throw that in there. Need pepper when doing mashed potatoes. I like a lot of pepper. I think I've said that before. A little salt. And then we're going to use our sweet heat. It's almost like a Nashville seasoned salt here. Put that in there. And then we'll save that cream for just a second. Let's get this mashed up a little bit. I don't have a potato masher. I just use a big old spoon. I don't know, like Granny used to do it. She didn't have a potato masher. So, also, I don't like my potatoes to be too soft or runny looking. I like my potatoes to have a little texture to them. So there's chunks in my mashed potatoes. I don't know if you call that chunky potatoes. I don't, chunky mashed potatoes, whatever. But that's the way I like mine. So that's about the consistency right there. A little bit here. Throw that in there. Now I'm going to add a little cream. There's really nothing to mashed potatoes. I don't know why people are so scared of mashed potatoes. It seems like people think it's really hard. Add a little cream. You don't have to add too much cream. You can just start working it in. You add it salt and pepper. We're using a sweet heat. I like a rub in it of some type. It's just going to add, again, layering that flavor in there. And you can add more cream to it if you want it a little more creamy. And I'm just going to add just a little bit more here. Let's go over the top. All right, so we got our mashed potatoes. We'll layer that potato, put that potato down, put that on the plate here. All right, now let's go get that chicken breast that's out there on the smoker. We'll bring it in and we're ready to plate up and eat. So I've got this chicken breast off of the smoker now. Wow, look at that. Look at that with a Nashville hot chicken rub. First thing you got to do is you got to get the toothpicks out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm just gonna layer that just like that. That, my friends, is stuffed Nashville hot chicken. Just put a little of that hot rub over the top of it. Who doesn't want a bite of that?